What's going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hey, if you hop on, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, some likes. Let me know you're on. So, want to talk today about YouTube again. Yesterday we talked about intro to YouTube. Gave you a little video to show you how to actually set up the marketing piece for YouTube, connect it to your Google Ads account. Showed you how to do retargeting, how to set those audiences up so that your YouTube channel is primed. It's prime for that lead generation action. So yeah, if you're hopping on, thumbs up, hearts, likes, tell me something. Let us know that you're there. Let other people know you're here. If you feel like sharing this out on your page or into groups, feel free to do that. Want to get this information to as many people as possible because 2019 is the year of cross-channel marketing. That's what you got to be thinking in your mind. It can't just be one thing or maybe two things. It's got to be a plethora of activity for marketing in 2019, and that's what you got to be thinking about. So I want to bring home YouTube to your business. That's really what we want to focus on today and tomorrow still. Yesterday, that intro to YouTube, if you haven't watched it, go back, watch it, take notes, rewatch it, do all those great things. Make sure you understand it. So one more time, thumbs, likes, hearts, maybe a little smiley face, whatever you want to give me, give it to me. So I know you're here. Do me a favor. And make sure you tell people to get into the marketing mafia. This is showing on my page, but we'll share it into the mafia. Make sure people know about the marketing mafia. If you own a service business, if you own a business and you're interested in customer acquisition, the marketing mafia on Facebook is where you need to be. So make sure you're telling people about that. And I've got a lot of great things coming in 2019, some collaborations and some things that are going to really help you grow your business so you can dominate your market. So let's get into YouTube today. We really want to take it a step further. Yesterday was the intro. Today, that second step to the end is where we want to get. So YouTube, like any marketing channel, like Facebook, your website, SEO, it's about content. Content is king. And yesterday I talked about developing 5 pieces of content from one video. 5 pieces of content from one video. So I'll go over it again. So the way you develop 5 pieces of content is, easiest way, you go live on Facebook. Go live on Facebook, you do a video. Hopefully that video is entertaining and engaging because you want it to be entertaining and engaging. And it's compelling, makes people want to watch. You take that video, you download the MP4. So you have your Facebook Live, we downloaded the MP4, and we're going to throw it into a transcription service like rev.com, rev.com. Google transcription services, there's a couple cheaper ones that you can get as well. You put the MP4 into the transcription service, and it gives you a transcript. You edit that up. Now you got a blog piece. So I've got Facebook Live, blog piece. We take the MP4 and we make us a video. Real simple, because it already is a video. Put it on our website. We can put it on our YouTube channel. We take the blog copy with the video and we make a post on LinkedIn. I just gave you 5 pieces of content from one Facebook Live video. You're welcome. Thank you very much. How do I know this? Because this is our strategy for 2019, to post as much content as possible into the interweb, social media, website, any place I can put content, that's where I'm going to put content, and that's how I'm going to do it, and that's what you need to do. Now, today we want to talk about the concept of retargeting, and we want to talk about actually using the tools at your disposal to make these videos. Because a lot of times we get a little too fancy. Yeah, I'm standing in a studio against a green screen that's probably not green right now, with lights and a microphone, and that's awesome. That's great. But you can do this with your phone, and you should be doing it with your phone, because the idea of content, developing content, putting stuff on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, is doing it. That's the idea. So we want to talk about retargeting first. Retargeting is the act of taking people that have engaged with you and then putting another message in front of them. Here's the thing. That first message did not get them to buy, and that's why they're in that retargeting funnel. They're starting to know who you are. If you think of marketing as 3 funnels, you got your know funnel, your like funnel, your trust funnel. Out of that trust funnel, people buy from you, and you want to get them from know, like, trust. A lot of you that are watching this are getting to know me, or maybe you like me. You haven't gotten to the trust part yet to be able to buy my services. So I'm trying to know you as much as possible. It's like dating. If you're a guy or a girl, you're getting to know that girl, you're getting to know that guy. Are they somebody that you want to date and spend more time with, so you like them, right? Same way with marketing. We want to put our message in front of our customers as much as possible so they begin to like and trust us. So retargeting is putting something interesting and compelling in front of them. You just don't stand in front of the camera and go, well, how you doing? I sell this, I do this. No, what you want to do is you want to say, hey, why haven't you bought from me? Okay, that was pretty cool, right? If that freaked you out, put yes in the comments. If it didn't freak you out, put no in the comments. But that kind of activity is what gets your customer to take a look and go, what the heck just happened? So retargeting, think compelling, think catch attention, think shake you and go, why haven't you bought from me yet? Like, that's what we want to do with retargeting. We want to specifically call out that person, call out those individuals, and ask them why they haven't bought from us. Maybe it's not saying it exactly that way, but you got to have that in your mindset. So get your retargeting messages together, develop a pattern of retargeting, and consistently retarget, and you'll start seeing your leads increase, your sales increase. The next step of that is equipment. A lot of people think, I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right equipment to do this. I'll tell you right now, and I left my phone away from me, so I can't do this, but pull the phone out of your back pocket. That's your best equipment. It's going to create content for you. Use your phone. So here's what we did. We put together a quick video to show you how to use your phone to record, edit, and produce a video. So pay attention, and man, guys, I want you to dominate 2019. So make sure you're taking this content and putting it into action. Let's dominate.
Hey guys, how's it going? Today we will be learning a couple simple tips to help up your videography game inside of just your phone. Now, I am in the default camera app for Samsung, but you can do this in virtually any phone that supports any latest camera technology. So right now I am in the auto menu, which basically has all of the adjustment settings on auto. As you could tell, one thing I want to take a look at is the Pro setting. Most phones have a Pro setting these days. You could find it on the iPhone also. You could find it on a couple generations past of the Samsung phones. But the important thing about this feature is that it gives you the customization to be able to control all of your camera settings that you normally would, like a DSLR that is recording this video right now. So I'm just going to roll through. Everything is super simplified, so you really won't need a lot of technical knowledge. You see everything that happens as you're changing it. So right here is the ISO. This is basically the brightness of the video. Now if you click it, you can change it. The higher you get, the higher the brightness will be. This is going to be super useful whenever you are in darker zones that the auto video just cannot pick up. Also, another quick tip, if you're having a problem with lighting, because a lot of people I see in their videos do have problems with lighting, don't be afraid to just use your flash while you're recording. Right down here you could see that the flash is on. There are also a lot of different camera accessories that you can use to up your camera game. For example, there are lenses that come for specific phones. They can be more general, so you could buy a iPhone, Samsung, whatever interchangeable lens that just snaps on to the end of it, giving you a lot more creative angles that will attract more people to your video. Now, speaking about creativity, a lot of people do not take advantage of the full capacity of their phone camera. What I mean by that is they do not know, or at least do not use, any of the features that are offered to them. For example, even if you're only using your phone to take pictures of, say, jobs that you're doing, so you could post them to Facebook or to your website, you could spice that up by using something like a panorama. This will be great for grabbing longer shots of, say, a larger property or anything that you feel like needs more room width-wise. The selective focus is another great feature that comes in a lot of phones. So if I were to hold my fingers up close to the camera, this can be amplified by adding, as I said before, a additional lens to give it more of that depth of field look that you're looking for. If I put my finger again, you could see the background is more blurred than it would normally be. And another mode that I want to go over is the slow motion mode. Now, I can't think of an exact reason to use this on everyday basis, but it's something that a lot of people avoid just because they feel like it's not something they would ever use. But you can definitely use it. You see a lot of commercials using the slow motion, and you would be surprised to find out how slow the slow motion on your newest generation phone actually is. The next one that I feel like it would be substantially great for any sort of service business is the hyperlapse. All you have to do is set your phone down in a comfortable spot and then just let it sit for however long they are working. Once you're done, just pick it up, click stop, and you have a sped up that you can control the speed of that displays all of your work in a matter of seconds or minutes. So this is something that is widely used across service business commercials and can be implemented into your business as well. Now, one thing before I get into cutting your video, one thing I do want to mention is tools. A lot of people would normally just use their phone holding it portrait and taking a video of all of the service that is going on. Now, one mistake that is definitely worth noting is that you are filming in portrait mode. This is the number one mistake that I see everyone using, and it is a simple fix of just turning your phone the other way. This way you can get all of the standard video recording that you would have on YouTube, on Facebook, anything else, and not have those black bars covering your screen when you are uploading it. Another thing to look into besides moving your phone the other way is investing in something like a gimbal. This only costs us, I believe, around $20 to $30, maybe a little more. But the brand is, let's see if we get this is the Zhiyun Smooth Q. This is definitely a Chinese knockoff replica of a better gimbal that you could find out there, but the premise is the same. You would take your phone, slide it into the gimbal, make sure that everything is adjusted, and then turning it on. And then once it is on, you could see I can move the handle around and virtually have no motion or virtually have no shaking happening. It is all smooth motion that is going on. So even if I shake it back and forth like this, it's always going to stay stable because of that motor that's working inside of the gimbal. So this, if you are looking to buy one, I would definitely recommend something. I would do your research and definitely recommend something that is more quality. But if you are just getting into it, this is a fantastic way for quality of production. Now, the last portion I want to focus on is cutting your video. This is important if you are outside, there's a lot of noise, or if you just happen to slip up. You're not good on camera, and you just happen to slip up a little more times than you would like for your audience to see. That's perfectly fine. It can be done in just a few simple steps. I have a free version of an editing app called InShot. You can download this on the Android and iTunes App Store, as well as it being completely free. But there is a pro version that contains more effects and has no ads. So as you can see, we have the video that you were seeing from last week where we talk about our service a little more in depth.
Allows your patients to engage with you. What are calls to actions? A clickable phone number, a way for them to contact you or schedule. And those things are not even the most important.
You could see right there he stops waiting for a car. Now you don't see that in the final edit because we cut it out in our editing program. So that's what we're going to recreate right now. We're going to go to trim in the bottom left corner and then click the middle option, cut. So now the places highlighted in green, that is where your video will still remain, and the places that are not highlighted, that will be cut out of the video. So we're just going to scroll past here. You could see the video is moving until let's see. Now you could see right here is where he stops to
lose patience, which causes
move the slider over
a
here.
way for them to contact you or schedule. And those things are not even the most to lose patience.
So we're going to move this back where he continues talking.
Important thing
And start
for
it.
them to contact you or schedule. And those things are not even the most important thing, is that someone can get to your page in a timely fashion. Look.
And we're gonna scroll. We're just making a little fine tuning here just to make sure that none of his wording is cut off.
And those things are not even the most important. The important thing is that someone can get to your page in a timely.
Alright, so we're almost done here. We just need to cut off a little more on the end. Check it out now.
Way for them to contact you or schedule. And those things are not even the most important. The important thing is that someone can get to your page in a timely fashion. Look.
So we're going to go click pause. The cut has been completely finished. We're going to click the check mark button, and we can go ahead and preview our whole video. Everything else seems completely fine here. And there are a lot of other things. If you want to spice up your video with some music, they have some royalty-free music that you can grab and place in. If there's anything that you are trying to adjust, or you just want your video in a different ratio, or need to crop something out, you can do that through all of the different transforming tools that they have in the features. And once you have finished that video, you can go ahead and click save, and save it in 1080p. So as you can see up at the top, it is converting the video, and it is almost about done. Now if we go to our gallery, it has been saved, and you see that there is a InShot logo at the bottom. If you do want to add more flair and keep it a little more professional without having all those extras, you can go back into the app and click the Pro, and it goes by a either a subscription or a one-time purchase of $30. There are other apps, so if this isn't something that you think will suit you, then you can definitely go into the App Store and look for more cheaper options or options that are more likely to fit your scenario. Anyway, so that'll be about it. Just remember to keep your video in landscape, have some sort of stabilization like a gimbal or tripod, and always edit out any of the stuff that you just don't want to keep in your video, because it is more simple than you think it would be.